Shiny. Wait, I only get one? There we go. Great. Got my deck together, and we're ready to... Oh, I don't have the leader, do I? Hey guys, iKailaKai here, and today I want to talk about a very interesting concept for a leader that I find quite interesting. Now, RED SANJI's effect is actually very strong. He can give any character that doesn't have an on-play effect Rush, as long as it costs 8 or less. The issue with this card isn't necessarily that the effect is weak, it's that the on-play effect cards are significantly stronger than any other cards. The issue is that RED just doesn't have very strong on-attack effects. However, this has slightly changed with the advent of the 6-cost Shanks. Now, there are some moderately strong KO characters, such as Pell or the 3-cost Robin, and these cards of course KO based on power. I think that the true power of Sanji eventually will be coming down to being able to KO the board with these sorts of cards. The issue with this deck is that it's very difficult to find ways to minus the power, and it's also very difficult to cycle through your deck as it doesn't run any searchers, as it's generally just putting in all of the good stuff that make the concept work. As such, this new Shanks helps you kind of fix both of those by giving minus 1000 power and also cycling your hand by letting you trash a character card and drawing a new card. As such, I think that this card for now probably works the best in Sanji, but we'll need to test it to see. Doflamingo's hand is pretty solid. We have 2 of our power cards and then also something that we can play on turn 1, so I think this is fine to keep. For Sanji's hand, we don't really have a great thing to do on Fordong, which kind of concerns me, but the rest of our moves are quite strong, and also we have the card that we're trying to showcase, so I think I'll keep this. Whoa, what's that? Are those tournament limited sleeves that I'm giving away on my channel if you subscribe and comment in the next 7 days? So if you guys didn't see, as a thank you for getting to 5,000 subscribers, I am giving away these championship sleeves to one lucky person. To enter this giveaway, you first and foremost need to be subscribed to the channel and comment on videos that were posted from yesterday, October 14th to October 21st, Japan Standard Time. Now, duplicate comments on the same video won't give you more entries into the lottery, but as I'm doing this over the course of multiple videos, if you comment on different videos, then they do technically add up slightly. Nonetheless, for legal reasons, this giveaway is not sponsored by YouTube, and it's just something that I want to do to give back to you guys as a thank you for growing this fast. Anyways, let's get into the video. Buggy. And then check 3. Ooh, that's weak. But I need to put it to the top. So, honestly, it's okay, because I could use Teach effect if I need to. So, put it to the top, and then enter. I wonder if I just play both. I think Doflamingo struggles to get rid of both, so I guess I'll just play both. Enter. Well, actually, so I know that the next card is Law, but he's not going to have 6 cards no matter what, because he played 2 things on the last turn. So I'll try going for this plan, although I don't love it. He could also do weird rush things at my rested character. Maybe, I think I'll just wait 1 turn and try to develop a stronger board from the next turn. 7,000 leader, then play Law. Take Law effect, just bounce to hand, and enter. Don't have something great to play. Ridong. Hongo. I guess I'll use the 2 Nami effects. Put 2 dong on my leader. And 7,000 leader. Take 1 dong. Raise max and then enter. 5 leader. Let's take this one as well. 1 dong. Sengoku. Search 5. Weevil. Jinbei. Weevil. And then draw 1 card. And then enter. His stuff's active, which means I don't really want to use my Shanks yet, so I think this is fine time to use Pell. The question here now is, does Hongo get more value now or later? Generally on the 7 dong turn, you play a 4 cost and then leader effect, which means you don't have floating dong, so maybe he doesn't put dong on these. So I think I'll activate this to minus 2000 power the Weevil. I, of course, use leader effect to give Pell rush, and now use Nami effect to put 1 dong onto Pell, and then 7,000 leader, and then KO Weevil. Okay, and 7, well, I mean, next attack's probably 7 because he hasn't used the other Nami effect. So it doesn't matter if I defend or take this first one if I'm going to defend one of them anyways, so I'll take this. I'll use the other Nami effect, put a dong to my leader, and then attach 1 more, and then 7,000 leader. Let's go 2k, 2k. I have no idea if I'm high rolling since this is my first game playing Sanji, but that's pretty strong. 4 dong, Jinbei, Hankoku, and then Hankoku effect, reorder 3. Ooh. Wait, that might change some stuff. Because my plan with cutting the 2 2Ks was to use Teach to just get more resources out with Weevil. But seeing Law, we might be able to do some more stuff here. Let's go with that plan instead. And then the Hancock Dong we'll put to our leader. Then I'll just go 5,000 into Hongo. I will take, attach Tudong, and then 8,000 into Pal, leader effect to play Law. And then Law effect, I will bounce Buggy to bounce Raise Max. Okay. 2k, 1k, enter. I think just replaying the Raise Max here is better. Raise Max, and then I'll just immediately use the effect to minus 3,000 Hancock. 7 Dong, New Gate. Then on play effect, I will put a Dong to Pal. Obviously, because it has an on play effect, I can't give it Rush, but I think just having the KO effect with all of the cards that we have to minus power is quite strong. So 7,000 into Law, and then KO Hancock. Okay, so for, oh my god, wait, we haven't used these either. So it's gonna be 7-7, and then guaranteed 1 will die. For now, I guess we'll take the first one. The 2 Nami effects to add 2 Dong, and then 7,000 Jinbe. This is really annoying to deal with. 7,000 Jinbe, I will unfortunately defend. This Yu-Gate effect, and then KO Jinbe. Okay, and then enter. I think first let's check what we have on top. Check 3. Ooh, okay. And then effect, attach 1 Dong to leader. 7k, I kind of want to hold on to my resources. I don't think Pal's already done his job. 8,000 to Newgate to play Jinbe, Jinbe on play effect, play Weevil, and then Weevil, draw 1 card. 2k. Enter. 6 Dong, Shanks. I think for now though, I want to take the board a bit because his hand's quite low. So I'll use Nami effect to attach 1 Dong, and then attack 8,000 to Jinbe, and then on attack, I'll trash 1 card, minus 1,000 power to Hancock, and then draw 1 card. Ooh, okay. We have a turn next turn. You know, I think we need to just rebuild a bit, so I'll let everything go. Newgate effect, KO Hancock. Okay. You know what, I think I'm gonna go 5k into Jinbe, and then if it's defended, then I can go 6k with Nami. I think correct for me to defend this in the event that he doesn't. Oh, actually, cutting law is better. I'll use the other Nami effect that I haven't yet to attach 5 Don to Nami, and then 6k Jinbe. Just take that. End turn. I think, though, that I can still rebuild from this turn. 10 would likely get rid of the Newgate. 10, Newgate, and then I guess we're playing Teach. Okay, take 6k Nami. Okay, 4 Don, Moria, and then Moria on play. We don't die next turn, so let's set up for something powerful next turn. End turn. Rayleigh, minus 3,000 Weevil, minus 2,000 Moria, and then KO Moria. Okay, we'll just hit the Weevil to see what happens. If he uses 2,000 counters, then we can play for the board, and if he takes it, then I think that we just start rushing life so we can try to finish the game the turn after. Yeah, I can't even defend that, actually. Right. And then I'll use the Nami effect to put a Don onto Shanks, and then 8,000 leader, and then effect, I'll trash 1 card, I guess minus 1,000 power Teach, and then draw 1. Oh, I guess maybe we could have played for another turn. 8,000, sure. I was going to play Sanji, and then just hit 7,000 to try to rush the game, but the thing is that in the event that he has 2 Hancocks, he's at 1 life, 2 Hancocks, and then I would have, of course, effectively just 2 board, which means I can't really break through, and I'd be at 2 life, and I'd probably lose on the next turn, so I can't play this turn, so I do have to take the board. 3,000 into the 2,000 Teach. Take. Well, let's start with the classic check 3. Ooh, okay, no target. If we miss this next thing, then we are actually in a lot of trouble. I think there's a lot of advantage to being able to take out the Shanks this turn. And if I play Weevil, then of course I can only hit it for 7,000, which means it probably gets defended. So I want to hit it for at least 9, which of course means we don't have Dong for anything else. So I think we just need to just make sure that we take out the Shanks and then pray that we have something good off of our top. 11,000 Shanks. Ooh, wow. But no effect. I'll take, and then enter. Unfortunately, alone, this card's not great because it only KOs 4,000 power or less. Rayleigh, and then minus 3, minus 2, KO. Okay, 3,000 Law. Take. Now, actually, our board is winning enough that we can play this. And then activate main, draw 1 life, and then gain plus 2,000, and then add 2 rested Don. And then leader effect to give him rush, so 7,000 leader. I mean, I'm already seeing my death, but I need to defend this. Right. And then 8,000 leader. Take. Okay, enter. I realized I forgot to use the Nami effect, but I mean, I took it anyways, so forgive me. There's no way to get him down to 0, which means I need at least 2 turns. It's just rough. Hancock. This is fine. attach Wondong to leader. 7,000 leader. Leader effect, play Hancock. And then Hancock on play effect. Actually, you know what? I'll put it to the bottom, hoping that we find 2,000 counter. And then attach a Rested Dong for 8,000 leader. Take. And then 4 Dong. Weevil, 1,000 counter. Entered. Okay. Mathematically, this is probably wrong, but I think I have guaranteed lethal, so just let me do this for the stat points. 1 Dong, Otama. Minus 2,000 power Hancock. 5 Dong, Peru. And then I'll use Nami's effect to put 1 Dong onto Peru. And then leader effect to give Peru rush. And then 7,000 leader, and then KO Hankoku, because she's 4,000 power less right now. KO, and 7k, 2k, 1k. 8k, take, okay. Sanji effect, draw 1 life, gain plus 2,000 power to add to Rested Dong, 11,000 leader. Others. Maybe not a bad deck. These are the lists that I used for this video. Now I'm just going to kind of skim over the Doflamingo list because I've kind of showcased this before, and I also am going to put out a Doflamingo video very soon. But this is a more mid-range focused deck that runs Jozu. Now this version of Doflamingo can actually use Teach very well because on 7 Dong you can play Jozu and then also use Teach's effect, and thanks to things like Jozu as well as Forecast Law, you can keep bouncing back your board so you don't have the issue of having too many things on your board that you need to push them out to trash, and you can instead push them to your hand. For the Sanji list, I'm actually kind of proud of this list. I definitely think it has room for improvement, and I don't know how meta it's actually going to be, but I saw some people on Twitter talking about this idea of Shanks in Sanji, and I put this list together from what I thought would possibly be strong, and it worked quite well. Now, I'm kind of using the concept that Red Purple Law used, where none of his cards are searchable, but I just put in more cards that are very similar in effects so that I will draw one of them. Nami and Quora have the same effect. Robin and Pitted both KO things on attack. Brook, Shanks, and Waporu all attack and then minus the opponent's power. And then Newgate and Rayleigh both can KO based on power. The theme of this deck is to KO the opponent's board while establishing your own board that puts pressure on the opponent's life, as of course they have Rush. In the Doflamingo matchup, you can use this attack to double as an extra way to clear the board by using the Rush as well as the KO to potentially clear up to 2 things, but in some other matchups you may be able to just KO and then hit the opponent's life so that you put them on a timer. As a lot of these strong on-attack effects need 1 Dong to use the effect, I think that Nami or Quora can be great additions to the deck, and as we saw in this game where I was lucky enough to get 2 of them in the early game, it can do a lot of work. Now I think people look over cards like Nami and Quora because historically it was very easy to clear. Red Purple Law could clear it with their leader ability, and Lucci of course with the Forecast Lucci could even accidentally kill it as fodder. Although they're still Lucci, we don't have Red Purple Law anymore, and due to that fact, Nami and Quora are much more usable. They can attach Rested Dong to Robin, Brook, Peru, Shanks, or Waporu, and really help you get your engine running. Waporu especially, although I didn't draw him in this game, is extremely strong because the plus 2,000 actually persists in the opponent's turn as well. As such, he's effectively a 6-cost 8,000 rush that also minuses 2,000 power to one of the opponent's board. So I think that this list is quite well rounded for what it is, but I do think that there are some issues with recurring resources because, of course, if you play Nami, Quora, Raise Max or something, you are just losing that one hand, and for a deck that doesn't draw too many cards, that can hurt a bit. I think that there's some potential in this concept, at least for the future. Maybe when you get more cards, we can definitely push this concept a bit further, but this is a lot of fun, and if you just want to have fun with Sanji, then maybe this is going to be the way to go. Even if you don't have Shanks yet, this idea should still technically work just because Brook and Waporu exist, but you know, give it a try if you are curious about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, you know, leave a like, comment. They actually help significantly more than you might think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.